Hello and welcome to the Raven Tarot, Universal AI. This reading is for someone who recently made a bold move towards a goal. You aimed for the stars, but you ended up falling flat on your face. Someone here has had a recent failed attempt, and you're kind of feeling a certain way about it because you think and feel that you're not aiming towards the right things. Spirit would like you to know today that you are aiming for the right thing, but the bow and arrow you were using were not right for what you were trying to accomplish. We're going to need a bigger bow. We're going to need a bigger bow. We're going to need a straighter arrow, because bent arrows don't get very far, do they? You're being asked at this time to reset, refocus, reevaluate, and restart. And you will be led down a new path, a different path that looks and feels different, and you may even feel a little unsure of it. But this new path you're being led down fulfills the same purpose. It is going in the direction of the goal that you are trying to accomplish here. Let's take a further look into it, shall we? I'm seeing the colors yellow and blue. Those could hold significance for those that are listening to this message. And if you did come across this message, there is something here for you. There are no coincidences. There are no mistakes or accidents. Everything happens for a reason and always in divine timing. The energy here is being impatient with God's timing. Patience is a virtue, and patience is a hard lesson to learn because we are human and we want things right now, when we want it, how we want it. It's a childlike mindset. Children always have their hand out. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Right now, now, now. Those of you that have children and remember them as babies, when they were hungry and you held out food to them, the way they would just reach and grab for it and reach and grab for it and pull on you and tug, just give me the food, give me the food. You are literally holding them with their plate in the other hand, walking them to the high chair, and they are going ballistic, reaching and scratching and pulling and tugging for that plate of food that you have in your hand. And this goes for years. It's like they forget every time that no matter what, they're going to be fed. You will always have what you need and you will always be provided for. Okay, you're going to get it one way or another. It may not be right now, it may not be tomorrow, it may not even be in 2 weeks for some of you watching this, but it's coming. You're being moved and realigned on a better path that still gets you what you want. And it'll get you what you want exactly when you need it. You tell the universe what you want. The universe responds, okay, I'll give that to you when you need it. You'll go there when it's time to go there. Some of you listening to this message, this is about travel. Perhaps some of you were in the process of moving to a new city, a new state, a new country. You know, this was a life-changing plan for some of you. Big steps towards a big dream. And when things fell through, it was a slap in the face. You were told fortune favors the bold, and you were bold with making this move. And then slapped in the face when plans did not go through how you expected them to go through. When you have an idea about a manifestation you would like to appear here in the 3D in your current reality, you must lose all the expectation of how it's going to appear for you. You will put out there into the universe, I need $200 to pay a bill. I'm running short this week. Please, God, can you help me with a blessing? And you're expecting maybe this money to be loaned to you by a family or a friend or business partner, something like that. That's how you're expecting it to come to you, because you know God always comes to you. You know when you pray for something, God has always shown up for you, has had your back. So you know having faith in the issue is not there at all. But you have this idea of how you're going to get this blessing. And just when you think and lose all hope after reaching out to a family member or a friend to loan you this money to help you pay for this bill, and none of those folks are able to help you at this time, you may be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, what the heck, God, I prayed to you for this help. Why aren't these people able to help me? Was I supposed to reach out to them? I mean, these people are in my corner. I always have their back. Your blessing isn't supposed to come from those people, okay? Because once you stop chasing your own prayer, after you spoke those words and put it out there and made it into an energy, you're supposed to leave it at that. You're not supposed to go chasing your prayer after you speak the words. How are you going to ask God to do something for you and then turn around and be like, I'll go do it myself? The heck? That's not what you asked to happen. You're in a bind. You gave it to God. Let God handle it. Hands up, thumbs in. Release all expectations of how a blessing should come to you, what an answered prayer looks like, how a manifestation appears here in the 3D. It's not going to look like what you think, okay? Because that $200 could come from a court settlement that you had totally forgot about, that you had received an email notification about months and months prior, saying that settlement checks would be released between these dates. And that was months ago, so it's over your head now. You done forgot about it. But the day that bill comes through and you check your bank account, all of a sudden there's a direct deposit in there. From who? From what? Oh, I've been asking all these people, and all along I had this money coming right into me, right on time, as always. Dang. God do it, don't he? He do it. All the time. All the time. In God's time. Y'all have let this failure, this failed attempt, disrupt your peace and joy. Mind how you react to bad news, okay? Because not every action deserves a reaction. And bad news, it may make you feel a certain way and feel what you need to feel in the moment, but take a deep breath. Accept the loss, accept the defeat, and be like, you know what? I still feel like this is meant for me. I'm going to try another way. You're just being rerouted because the path you did try to take, there's too much going on there. There's too many obstacles and obstructions, too many distractions on top of it. Your peace and joy were disrupted by that path before the attempt had even failed. And you should have known it then. Your path is going to have rocks and ups and downs and bumps and thumps and humps. Yes, yes. You may even stub your toe, bang your elbow here and there while you walking. But your path should feel good. That's how you know it's the right one. You will face some uncertainty. That is natural, especially when you walk by faith and not by sight. Okay? However, the new path that you're being directed to is more balanced, offers a healthy balance between the stubbed toes and banged up elbows and the bright, sunny, shiny days. And although this path offers more balance, those sunshiny days will far outweigh stubbed toes. These goals, there's a few goals that y'all took a leap of faith towards, are still in the works. Look for your signs and synchronicities. Tortoises could be significant for some of y'all. Look for dragonflies, dolphins, bees, particularly bumblebees, goats. Someone here is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Someone here is going to be the GOAT, a GOAT. I've met lots of goats. Lots of goats, lots of kids. This new path you're being led on may require more work from you. Remember that half-ass work yields half-ass results. Inconsistency yields inconsistent results. And maybe that's why this last attempt failed. Because the work was just not put in. And be honest with yourself when it comes to that. Really reflect on everything. And ask yourself, I could have done this a bit more. I could have done that differently. Be honest with yourself. Okay, Spirit, final couple cards for the energy of this message. Any advice? Any other tidbits? This one. It's okay to feel some certain way about the failure, okay? But just because this was a failure, it does not mean that you are a failure. That is not what this means. It's just that something different needs to be done this time around. And you get a second chance. This is a second chance. Not a lot of people say they get a second chance at their dream. Most of the times you hear it, you got one shot. Thank you, Eminem. Shout out to Emmy. You got one shot. Do not miss your chance. Flip it, switch it. Turn the loss, the heartbreak. It was heartbreaking when things fell through. This was heartbreaking. Oh, well, I guess it's not for me. This is not what I meant to do. No, it is. It's just if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right, especially when God's watching. You're going to do it right when God is there. That is the rules. If this is what you want, the answer is yes, because this is what I have for you. But this is how you have to get it. These are the steps you have to take. This is the path you have to take. This is what you have to avoid. This is what you have to release, including any self-doubt. This failed attempt has created self-doubt. You know you have it. You know it's there. So sell it. You have to sell yourself on it first before you try to sell it to other people. If you believe in what you got, you can sell it. But if you don't, If you don't even believe in what you got, how in the world would you expect others to do so? That's not how that works. Hmm. Let's revamp, okay? Rebrand. For some of you, this is rebranding yourself. Rebrand yourself by getting to know yourself. Research, study, mix it up. Try some things, okay? If something doesn't work, try something else. Experiment. 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 What do you have to lose at this point besides your mind? And that's already halfway gone, ain't it? We're all mad here. Bottom of the deck. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Upright. That's being left out in the cold. Feeling like a failure. That energy is so, so heavy here for those that I am reading for. Scarcity mindset, and you're feeling helpless, but you're not a victim, okay? Move away from the inability to move ahead, all right? And stay positive. It was a hiccup. It was a hiccup, y'all. And what do we do when we have hiccups? We drink some water. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And once out of the tunnel and into the light, your new path is going to be illuminated for you. And you're going to know exactly what to do, how to move, and how to get there. You're going to know how to get there. It'll be as clear as glass. You got this. And that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. Have a good one.